So here we are, new visual novel 99, episode 1, Miyako Kujo. This one does appear to have some sort of action-y elements into it, so that was kind of why I decided to check out the first episode. Let's do a quick visual effects. Recolor already read text. Okay, recolor already picked choices. Well, that certainly helps, doesn't it? Okay, let's go back and start new game. What's happening? Is it just my end? No, it isn't. Something's up with this game. Weird. Alright, why is it not working? Alright, let's why is it up twice? I don't get it. What is with this game? I don't understand. This is not capturing well. It's... Let's just see what happens. A while back, there was this anime called Mobius Ring, The Cycle of Reincarnation. The town I live in, Shiramitsugawa, helped sponsor it as a way of promoting tourism to the area. The show had some convoluted plot based off of local folklore. It left a big impression on a small group of dedicated fans, but most people regarded it as one of those oddball shows that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Though it went down in anime history as a complete failure, it's unclear whether the bigwigs behind the regional sponsorship deal are clueless to that fact or simply aren't willing to admit it. It's been 2 years since that anime aired, and here we are at the second annual Mobius Festival, a ham-fisted attempt to get some mileage out of the anime despite the local residents' overwhelming opposition to going through the cringeworthy event a second time. Oh man. Though it turns out, the festivities end up being the furthest thing from anyone's mind. I'm gonna need to get that mouse cursor out of the way. Go away. Oh my. Oh wow, that is quite an outfit she's got on there. Must be related to the anime in some way. She's looking very nice in it anyway. Right, okay. I almost forgot to do something. We're not playing Tales of Arise anymore. But I'm pretty sure 99 doesn't have an entry. It does not, so we're gonna have to go with it just as is. I quick save by accident. A rather scantily clad cosplayer shouts to the smattering of festival goers. Only a smattering? Well, I guess it makes sense. The majority do as they're told, while the more die-hard enthusiasts continue their quest for the ideal camera angle and snap away. Pretty impressive dedication, considering the rather substantial earthquake we went through a minute ago. Ooh. I blink and turn around to find Sora, my younger sister. Oh right, yeah, I remember the name of the anime now. The visual novel, I mean. Saku Saku Love Blooms with the Cherry Blossoms. That's the one. That's the same publisher who published that game. That's why it probably has a very similar looking art style.
Thank you.
Oh cool, my actual character has a voice. I don't have to voice myself. I take the bandage and wrap it around my bloody right index finger. A bandage for a bloody finger, really? Do you think I should turn the voice for the main protagonist off? I can't help but think that probably would be best. Change game
環境
settings.
設定です。ボイス音量の設定です。
Weird, it doesn't look like... It's weird, why is that on? Oh wait, Kakeru Niimi, yeah, that's me. He doesn't need a voice, I'm gonna voice him. I really should have been more careful picking that thing up. Guess it's ruined, huh?
さあ、なんか難しい顔してたけど。あ、来た来た。気になるなら持ち主に聞いた方が早いよ。
Okay, sure thing. Wow, I like her. I look over to where Sora is pointing to find a woman slowly walking towards us. She's one of the family that runs the shrine, and she works as a shrine maiden here, but she's just walking around in casual clothes rather than wearing the traditional shrine maiden outfit. It just ruins the whole festival atmosphere. Also, a close-up on the melons. Very nice. Is she a MILF then? Incidentally, she's also a teacher at our school, Hakusen Academy, and while I call her Miss Naruse, like any good student would, she's always saying she prefers Satsuki-chan. A shrine maiden and a teacher. I guess you could say that both of those jobs are something of a higher calling. And certainly something of a fetish for people. Konnichiwa. Rough day, huh?
ねえ、あのアニメで変な人うろつくようになって迷惑してたし、フェス中してざまあみろって感じだね。
Wow, Miss Satsuki, you hold no punches, do you? As you can see, she has a lovely personality. Nice sarcasm there, dude.
落書きされたこともある。
I saw.
消毒液持ってきたんだけど、もう絆創膏しちゃった？
I mean, you probably should have disinfected it first, man. Oh, arigato. But I'm fine. I made sure to wash it off a little. Okay, at least he did something to sort of treat it.
古いものだし、未知のばい菌でもなければいいけど。
Oh god, don't say that. On second thought, disinfectant please.
弱っ。
Way too easy. Indeed, he cracked like an egg. Oh, urse. I accept the disinfectant and continue the conversation while pouring the liquid on my cut through the bandage. So, about this sacred relic thing, do you think it can be fixed up?
無理じゃないかな。完全に壊れちゃったし。これからは紙粘土とかで適当にレプリカ作って祀っておけばいいでしょ。
Well, that ruins the immersion, doesn't it?
マジっすか。いいっすか、それで。
I think that's what everyone assumed, but clearly it's not as important as you may think.
そう。
Literally has no care, doesn't care. This should be a disaster, but Ms. Naruse simply seems oddly optimistic about it. Or maybe apathetic is more the word. The sacred relic. According to local mythology, it was a treasure bequeathed by a god, and it also featured in that anime, as you'd imagine. And it was no prop. Legend says it's a relic from ancient times and has been safeguarded in this very shrine since the days of old. The sacred relic is an oval-shaped sphere, no bigger than a fist. At first glance, it looks like a rusted hunk of metal, but it certainly does exude the aura of something rich with history. The shrine was keeping it on display for the festival, but during that earthquake a minute ago, it got smashed, much to our surprise. So it was an actual earthquake, not an earthquake caused by stampeding fans? It rolled right off its pedestal and fell to the ground where it shattered into pieces. Though it looked like metal, it was apparently as fragile as glass. The resulting mess having been deemed a safety hazard, I was ordered to clean it up, which is how I ended up stupidly cutting my finger. Okay, well that certainly explains it all. Had I known this was in store for me, I wouldn't have taken this side job to begin with.
さてさて、新見兄弟。
Ah, the Niimi siblings. Cute name. Hi.
ウィース。今日はもう帰っちゃっていいよ。フェスどころじゃないだろうし。
Really? Is that okay? Are they? Ew.
いいんじゃない？知らないけど。
I love that. At least she wears her heart on her sleeve. You can tell exactly what she thinks.
ほんと適当だな。まあ、私はバイトじゃなくて遊びに来ただけだからいいんだけど。いいや、帰ろうよ。
Well, guess I've got an afternoon off now. I'd like to go back too. Gimore. I take a glance.
ごめんなさい。今は写真はご遠慮していただけると、まだ自信あるかもしれないので、避難を。
Oh dear. I feel so bad for her. She's being paraded around. A few guys with cameras are still crowded around that cosplayer, putting her in quite an awkward predicament. I mean, look at that outfit, man. It's so very lewd. No wonder these guys are wanting to take pictures.
九条さん真面目だね。
I guess she is a little bit, huh? I also ordered a wrist rest for my keyboard, so I should hopefully by tomorrow I should be able to rest my wrist on the keyboard without getting sore. The cosplayer is Miyako Kujo. She's working the festival just like me, and not only does she go to the same school that I do, she's also in the same class. We've had a little interaction outside of that too. Well, sort of. Truth is, we've hardly ever talked. We're not what I'd call close, not by a long shot. But when I see her working so hard, it gives me second thoughts about taking Miss Narase's advice and bailing.
あのレイヤーさんかわいいな。声優さん引っ張ってきたとか？
She's a little sister, so I don't think she would know about a classmate, would she?
声優さんというか、スポンサーさん？
A sponsor, eh?
コロナグループの社長令嬢。
Right, okay.
何？コロナグループって。
I assume they're a big deal. But I guess not, if my little sister doesn't know. You've heard of Corona beverages, right? Oh, we're talking about beer? We're talking about alcohol? Corona?
コロナ？コーラとかも？
Corona Cola. Oh, that's some sort of thinly veiled reference, isn't it?
そうそう。マジで？
Yep. I thought everyone knew the Corona heiress went to our school.
なんで社長令嬢自らあんなことしてるんすか？
Well, I guess it's for sponsorship, right?
アニメがこけて住民に迷惑かけたのに見て見ぬふりはできないって一番辛い仕事を立候補。
I mean, I guess the smallest fan bases are the most rabid, in a sense.
あの人個人がスポンサー？
I'm pretty sure that's what she said at the start.
まさか企業として出資してるわけだし、個人でお金出したりはしないでしょう。
Well, it makes sense to me.
親のしたことに責任感じてるってことです？
Mana. She seemed... Oh. Sorry, I nearly took your line there, Sora. I'm sorry.
実際いいよね。成績も上位だし。
Makes sense to me.
パーフェクト超人かよ。なんかムカつく写真撮っておこう。
Hey, don't be mean. なんで？
いつか何らかの機会に脅しの道具として使えるかもしれない。
Wow. What a sinister emoto you have. You're the worst.
親の格も違いすぎるよね。アマかけるとか中二ネームつけちゃう両親に育てられたせいで私こんなんなんすよ。
Really? And people sometimes call you 10, since the character for your name is a little unusual.
空って呼ばせたいなら普通の空でいいじゃんね。そのうち絶対解明してやる。せめて漢字は変えてやる。
Wow, that seems a little bit unfair on the parents. How did we raise such a horrible daughter?
天さんってあだ名つけられたりしてそう。あの漫画みたいに。さよなら、天さん。
Ouch. Yeah, nice of you to stick the knife in, Sensei.
何それ？
No clue.
世代の差を感じてムカついたので早く帰ってください。
Wow. Yeah, she really does wear her heart on her sleeve. She's completely honest about her feelings. Well, I don't have anything else to do, so I guess I will head home. I stand up and glance over at Kujo before getting ready to head back.
ごめんなさい。ポーズとかそういうのはないです。私ただの会場案内ですので。
Someone save her, please. I can't bear to watch this anymore. She's having a hard time handling the few remaining guys who insist on taking pictures of her. I mean, she's very pretty, and the outfit does stand out quite a bit, so I can understand why fans would be trying to clamor to get good photos. She looks like she's in a real bind. Well, it's not my problem. I'm sure she'd really appreciate if I dashingly stepped in and offered a helping hand, but unfortunately I can't muster the will to walk out onto that battlefield. Ikuzo, Sora.
はいよ。さつきちゃん、またね。お疲れ様。
You're welcome, Sensei. I love how it gives us the name of the song that's playing in the background. That's a nice little touch, actually. We leave the shrine and start heading home. There are a few people who look like festival goers here and there. Probably heading towards the station, I bet.
にいに、本当に良かったの？
Oh my god, she says my dude. Something I say sometimes. Okay with what?
途中で帰っちゃって。一応クソフェスまだやってんじゃん。
Wow. I guess the whole town hates this anime. They hate what it's done. I was just helping out at the shrine. Unlike Kujo back there, I'm not part of the official staff.
ああ、さつきちゃんに個人的に頼まれたってことね。
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's the gist of it. She's really just my teacher, but Miss Narase's parents and my parents have known each other since forever, so we're family friends. Wow, aren't you lucky? Having a teacher as attractive as that, as a family friend. The people running the shrine were probably looking for helping hands because they knew the festival was going to be such a hassle. They said they couldn't trust the staff, which is why keeping guard on the sacred relic was my main task. But the job went south thanks to that whole natural disaster thing. I just love how there's been a natural disaster and they always just write it off casually, for whatever reason. How about you? You're the one who came out to enjoy the festival.
白蜜パフェってあったじゃん。
Oh, so they didn't have any left. Ah, you mean the thing they slapped the town name and literal Shiramatsu white honey on?
こんな小さいのに800円もした。味も普通だし、コンビニのスイーツの方がうまいし。楽しみにしてた自分を呪ったね。
Wow. This is what happens though. Anime make things more expensive ultimately, doesn't it? Didn't it come with some merch?
近くにいた人にあげようとしたんだけど、いっす、いらねっすって言われた。
No one wants the merch, eh? That's unfortunate. Wow, that anime's really brought nothing but trouble to this town. That's odd. I thought those guys were supposed to be fans of the anime. No, they want the cosplay shots of the corporation daughter, don't they?
絶対赤字だぞ、あのフェス。ってちょい。
Whoa, what's up? She yanks on my arm as I try to walk forward. Hold up for what?
どこ行くの？
The station.
なんで？
Because it's time to go home?
帰るけど、違うじゃん。家はあっちじゃん。
What do you mean, your house? Aren't you his sister? Well, my house. I mean, my apartment is that way, and your house is the station up.
私もあそこに住みたい。
I don't want to live with my parents anymore. They suck. Usoda. Too cramped.
てか、なんでニーヤンだけ一人暮らししてるわけ？納得いかないんだけど。
Well, if you recall, you wouldn't stop whining about wanting a room to yourself, so our loving mum and dad who spoil you rotten decided to kick my ass out of the house. Oof. That sucks, man. Well, you reap what you sow, Sora.
それどこの世界線の話？
Come on, time to go home.
やだー、止めて
No deal.
やだ
As my sister shows off her pampered worldview, wherein she always gets her way so long as she whines hard enough, I drag her along towards the station. That'd be funny to see, wouldn't it? Head straight home, you hear?
はいはい、わかりました。バイバイ。
Hey, this is all your fault, Sora. Yup. Bye.
何、帰らないの？
Oh, of course. Just as soon as you get on the train. I'm not budging an inch till you do. I guess that makes sense.
くっそ、全く信用されてない。じゃあね、バイバイ。
Hi. Fare thee well and all. Sora sulks through the ticket gate and disappears into the crowd. I've been worried about whether the earthquake shut down any infrastructure, but the train station looks all clear. I'd be surprised if there weren't a few delayed, but the trains are up and running just fine. I make sure to stand until Sora is completely out of sight, at which I turn back. It wouldn't surprise me if she did manage to just blend in with the crowd, and then as soon as he turned away, she like walks back out again. Shiramitsugawa is something of a student town, so even here at the station, where there's a relatively large number of restaurants, it's never exactly bustling on a day off like today when all the students aren't around. It doesn't help that the town hardly gets any tourists. This town is somewhat well known because of the Corona Beverages headquarters being here, so one might reasonably expect the town as a whole to be in a good financial shape. But apparently that isn't enough to keep the town afloat. They went all out on a revitalization project, with the anime and everything, hoping to make the place a hot tourist attraction, but this is all we have to show for it. I mean, it's not like Academy City in the Index, in the Tuaru series. Cutting edge tech and all that. And the whole superpowered students. Kujo suddenly pops into my head. Cleaning up a mess you inherited from your parents has got to be pretty tough for the daughter of a company president. I've got to applaud her effort. As soon as I arrive at my apartment complex, the sun begins to set on the horizon. That unpopular festival should be just about over now. Man, I sure hope the earthquake earlier didn't make a mess of my place. I hurriedly open the door. Despite my concerns, my apartment is surprisingly fine. Yeah, because this is all the mess you made. Of course I don't own anything I'm worried about getting busted up. Heck, I don't really own much to begin with. I don't even have a TV. The only thing I really care about is the laptop I used to get on the web. I turn it on and take a seat, waiting for it to boot up. As for this spring, I'm a second year. That means it's already been a whole year since I moved into this apartment. Nowadays, this place feels more like home to me than my folks. Would make sense though, wouldn't it? The only issues I have are, I have to fend for myself when it comes to meals. I have to do all my own laundry. Which I should have done when I swapped games, really. I'll do it quickly now, just give me a sec, guys. Back. I was only doing towel, so I need to give it a spin before I actually put the dryer on. Washing and drying clothes is no big deal, but I've long since given up on ironing. I clean up the place when I feel like it. Right after I started living on my own, I tried to get good at cooking too, but nowadays I don't even try. I've thrown away every spice and seasoning I bought. Reason 1, cooking is a pain in the ass. Reason 2, it jacks up the electric bill more than I expected. And most of all, reason 3, my cooking just plain sucks. Makes sense. I normally just bung stuff in the oven, really. And the air fryer, which is currently not working at the moment, which sucks. This trifecta of pain broke my spirit. Hence why my meals consist of either convenience store lunches and packaged food from the supermarket, or I get up and take a peek at the clock. Working today has worn me out. I kick back and browse the web until it gets late. So he doesn't eat at all then, basically, is what he's saying. With the sun completely set and hunger starting to set in, I decide it's time to leave my apartment to go out and eat right. My destination is my favourite spot, a place I've gone to for the past year since I started living on my own. I've been known to go there every day for long stretches, and at least I go once a week. Cafe 9 Ball. Though it's nominally more a coffee shop, they have a solid lunch and dinner menu, and not only is it cheap, the portions are generous to boot. I see. The lure of convenience and saving money. It's a haven for students like me. On the weekdays, it's usually filled with a clamour of people stopping by on their way home from club activities, but considering it's a day off, I can probably eat in peace and quiet. After I check the daily specials on the sandwich board in front of the restaurant, I open the retro-style door. Wow. Oh my. Glasses, big titty, wow. What a dreamboat. When I open the door, the waitress greets me in from farther in. She quickly comes to show me a table. Wow, she's very cute. Damn, my heart is aflutter. The cafe is practically empty. I take my favourite seat over by the window and peruse the menu. I guess when you're the only one in, you get the whole attention of the waitress. Not nice. No, very nice. Very nice. I don't know why I said not nice. Very nice. Iyo. Kujo places my glass on the table and walks away. Wait, the Kujo? Yes, the same Kujo. Thanks for clearing that up. Her service is by the book, and I have zero inclination to start up a conversation with her myself. We may be classmates, but obviously there's a bit of distance between the two of us. A friend likes to tease me, saying I come here all the time because I've got my sights set on her. But honestly, I only recently realized the waitress at my favorite restaurant was the classmate Miyako Kujo. After the opening ceremony at school, I came here to grab a bite, and once I went to pay for my check... Wow. How lucky is this guy, man? My dudes, that's what Kujo ended up saying to me. That was when it finally clicked. Oh, duh, that's my new classmate Kujo. And it also hit me that the 9 in Cafe 9 Ball matched with the Ku in Kujo's name, which probably wasn't a coincidence. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it, does it? Too much of a coincidence to not be a coincidence. You see, the retired founder of Corona Beverages, who is also Kujo's grandfather, manages and operates this cafe. I can be pretty oblivious to things outside my interests, I guess. Even Kujo got a chuckle out of it, saying, "Just now figured it out?" I mean, what with her changing her hair, putting on glasses, and just acting a lot different from when I see her at school, I feel like she should cut me a break. Yeah, I guess that would be true. But even I could tell it was her. That it looked like her, at least. Anyway, that was the closest to a conversation we've ever come, either here or at school. Still, she's acting a bit different today. Shireshimasu.
Hi.
Having decided on my order, I casually raise my hand and call Kujo over. I mean, she's such a hard worker for the daughter of a huge soft drink company. The beef cutlet combo with rice. She certainly is very good at service, isn't she? She's doing everything by the book. Hi. She briskly takes my order. Another part-timer I often see is standing nearby, and I hear her say, "What, no Salisbury steak today?" It's kind of annoying, but Kujo does me a favor by not joining in her teasing. However, Kujo doesn't head for the kitchen. Instead, she stares at me with a slightly apologetic expression. Hmm?
ごめんなさい、ニーミくん。少しだけいい?
Oh, she's the one striking up a conversation, eh? Well, this is a first. The surprise request leaves me at a loss, and I ended up meekly nodding my head in reply.
ありがとう。これ、見覚えないかな?
She set something on the table. Oh, a hair clip. Is that Sora's, potentially? I have no clue what it is, though. Jewelry?
多分髪飾りかな。神社に落ちていたの。落とし主を探していたのだけど、見つからなくて。
I mean, it could be Sora's. Ah, so that's why you're asking me. I picked it up and take a look. I'm not really a jewelry expert, but my guess is it's made out of silver? The design looks like a flower. I think back, trying to recall if any of the festival goers were wearing this, but unfortunately, my memory isn't what you'd call amazing. Gomen, I don't know. It doesn't look familiar.
そう、ありがとう。彼女さんと一緒だったでしょ？もしかしたらって思って。
Wait, what? Huh? Who's she talking about? Sora? No, 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 you've got it all wrong. My girlfriend?
あれ、一緒にいた。
Oh, Chigao. That was my little sister.
ごめんなさい。早とちりしちゃって。
Ah, well, you wouldn't be the first to assume it, I imagine. She does wear hair accessories from time to time, but I don't think this is hers. If I had to guess, I would actually say this is something of yours, Kujo.
そう？
You're always wearing a hair clip.
あ、
She touches her hair with her left hand as if she just remembered that fact. I guess she takes it off when she's at work, but at school, Kujo always wears a pretty hair clip in that very spot.
私と気が合いそうな人を探せば見つかるかな。
I mean, yeah, that would be what I'd assume. Ha, maybe. I set the hair clip on the table and nudge it over towards Kujo.
ありがとう。ごめんなさい、時間取らせて。
Not a problem at all. If you can't find the owner, you might want to ask Ms. Naruse for help.
あ、そうね。それが良かったのかもしれない。自分で何とかしなきゃって思っちゃって。
Well, you are taking on a lot of other duties, aren't you? So I guess, yeah. I guess it's right to assume that you could handle it on your own. Talk about a strong sense of responsibility. You were the hardest worker at the festival, too.
そんなことない。私は当日に少しお手伝いするだけだし。一番大変だったのは他のスタッフさん。
I don't know, dealing with all those cosplay photographers must have been a lot to handle. I mean, it looked like you were having a hard time out there, getting the paparazzi treatment like that.
ちょっとね。でもコスプレした時点で覚悟は決めてたから。恥ずかしくはあったんだけど。
Perfectly understandable. You still look darn fine in it. Oh, whoa, whoa, you just said something there. Oh, that's what my sister said. Yeah, deflecting. She actually thought you must be a voice actress or some kind of celebrity. Well, I guess she did say that.
妹さんに伝えておいてもらっていい？ありがとうって。
Wakata. I blurt out some nonsense and find myself slightly flustered. I take a sip of water to cool down, then try to get the conversation back on track. So, you went straight from the event to your part-time job? That's pretty nuts.
バイトといっても家業のお手伝いみたいなものだから。
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you're doing is, yeah. Yeah, but work is still work, right? I'm seriously impressed. Today was crazy, what with the earthquake and everything.
そうね。新見くんもお疲れ様。いつもありがとう。
I guess being the daughter of a huge business would mean that she's very, she's been raised right. Very polite and proper. Everything.
お店に来てくれて。
Oh my. Woo! That is steamy. She smiles sweetly and heads off to the kitchen. Wow, she knows how to work, doesn't she? Woo! Cheeks red now, eh? Yikes, my heart skipped a beat. God, I'm such a pushover. I mean, I am as well, don't worry. I clear my throat, trying to get out the weird awkward lump, and decide to kill some time until my food comes by playing with my smartphone. The place is empty, so dinner should come out fast. My inbox is filled with messages from Sora griping at me, but I choose to ignore them and mark them all as read. Makes sense. I open up a game to waste my in-game stamina. Right about when I'm at a good place to stop, I sense someone coming and lift my eyes from the screen.
お待たせしました。ビーフカツレツセットです。
Sounds tasty, doesn't it? She lays out the dishes. It looks delicious, and you get a ton of food for 500 yen here. I can't help but wonder if they're actually making a profit. But regardless, this place is a godsend for some poor students like me. Huh. Well, I think probably all the coffee, it's a coffee shop after all, so I guess they make their money from the coffee mainly. I didn't order a cola though.
さっきのお礼。嫌いだったら残してもいいから。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
That is what you call service. She's very good, isn't she? She picks up her tray, bows her head and slightly and leaves. Not sure she should be thanking me. All I did was tell her I didn't know anything. Man, conscientious is her middle name. I murmur to myself as I accept her kind gesture and take a sip of the drink. Man, Kujo turned out to be easier to talk to than I expected. People in service industry generally are good at talking, aren't they, though? I always pictured her as being a little uptight. Makes me think maybe we could be friends. So that's the only reason you're not friends with her? Because you thought she'd be uptight? Wow, that's very very assumptuous of you. Itadakimasu. I put my hands together in prayer for a moment, then grabbed my pair of chopsticks. Just sharing a conversation with a girl I normally don't talk to is enough to make me slightly giddy. Man, I really am a softie.
ありがとうございました。
I finish my meal and exit the cafe. Weekday or weekend, this town is dead at night. There are more shops here than around my folks' place, but things are just as deserted here as they are there. Hardly any cars pass through the streets late at night, so on a whim I decide to live a little dangerously and go walk down the middle of the road. Wow. You're jaywalking? That's very bad of you, you know. This is the kind of freedom I have now. Sure, I only started living on my own so that Sora could have her bratty way, but nowadays I've adjusted to this lifestyle so much that the idea of going back to live with my folks just sounds like a pain in the ass. I mean, you really don't want to have to move back in with your parents when you move out. That's just natural, isn't it? Granted, some people just don't have the choice. I mean, if I were to lose my job, I'd have to move back in with my parents, for example, and you know, that would suck. I'd have to store some of my stuff in a storage locker or something. I decide to take the long way back home to burn off some calories. I'm right next to the shrine, and I figure I might as well go inside while I'm here, so I step through the imposing gate. I have a Minecraft server with some friends, and I actually did try and make a shrine myself. It's very basic. If I spent more time with Minecraft, I could probably make it look somewhat nice, but nah, that's not happened. Not a trace of the festival remains. The shrine has been returned to its usual somber mood. Also, it's pretty darn creepy in the dark. I've got no real business here, so I guess it's about time I head back. I swear I'm not scared, honest. Whoa! I pick up on a dark shadow out of the corner of my eye and give a little jump. Oh, whew. Okay, just a cat. No, wait, what is it? I get closer to confirm. What the heck? A plushie? A plushie that moves is very unusual and unnatural. Some anime merch, I guess. Pretty, unconventional. I guess if I wanted to be nice, I could call it interesting. Yeah, it has a pretty interesting design. Must have been dropped by a festival goer or a staff member. Damn, this thing spooked me good. I move it over to a spot where someone is more likely to see it and give it a little tap on the head. Jana, little guy. I end up talking to the plushie to try and cover up the fact that it did in fact scare me. Yeah, I guess that is sort of a reflex reaction. Giving the plushie a wry look at this to hide my shame, I sigh and put the shrine behind me. Or do you? What the fuck? What is that? That's so scary. What the hell? That is so unnerving. I don't like it. Day 4, the 18th of the 4th. My super duper fun Sunday has come and gone. Monday has arrived and my no desire to go to school. To school it is, and don't want to get out of bed it. Oh wait, no. God damn it. Monday has arrived and my no desire to get out of school to go to schoolitis and don't want to get out of my bed osis are both acting up. But I muster my willpower and get dressed. I pull out a pouch of jelly drink from the fridge and gulp it down, resupplying my energy reserves for the day ahead. Ah, the little chewy wobbly bits really hit the spot. I mean, I've started actually making bacon and egg sandwiches in the morning. At least when I'm on the late shift at work. When I'm on the early shift, it's just like grab a cereal, like a cake bar and smoothie drink, and then just head out for that. If I even have the time, of course. There are times I'll literally just get out at the last minute, and then I won't have time. April. I heard the average... I heard the average temperature is lower this year, which explains the oddly cool breeze. The brisk snap of a gust of wind helps me shake off my drowsiness. Oh, here's Shisora. Someone shouts out at me in a really aggravating tone. Going against the flow of students heading towards school, the owner of said aggravating voice shows herself. I keep my feet moving, walking along while reluctantly engaging in conversation. Damn, look. Oh, they even walk. Oh, that's great. Well, I gotta buy my lunch. Aggravating might be a thing. Wait. It's doing it again. Why does this happen? It creates another window. I don't know why. This game is really annoying. You're sadly mistaken. Today I got onigiri. Wait, you'll seriously ask? Well, aren't you a very nice little sister, eh? I wonder how she became so full of herself, because she was spoiled rotten, I know. Yeah, I know. Ne, Sora? Do you not have any friends? Then how about you go to school with your friends and leave me alone?
毎朝寂しく孤独に登校しているお兄様に気を使ってあげてるんでしょ
She's so full of herself. I love it. Mind your own business.
んだとニーヤンはさ、もっとさ、私に優しくした方がいいと思うんだよね。いっつもイライラしててさ。
I'm talking with you now, aren't I? Seems plenty courteous to me.
そうじゃなくて、ああいう風に。
What? What are you talking about? She points ahead of us. There's a gathering of male students there. No, wait, not exactly. It's actually a meat-looking girl surrounded by a bunch of boys. Wow. Is it any surprise? And she's got a very elaborate hair clip. Oh my god, she is so adorable. Is any wonder she's she's being clamored by boys for attention. She's acting awfully timid, but it doesn't seem like they're bullying her or anything. They all seem to be trying to charm her by chatting her up or offering to carry her bag.
すっげえ、見てモテモテお姫様みたいな扱い。
But she certainly doesn't seem like that sort of person though, does she? True, but she doesn't seem all that happy about it.
ニーヤンも私をああいう風に扱えよ。
Why? Because no other boys are actually going to offer you that attention? Oh, I went there. I went there.
ちょっと本気のため息やめてくれない？
Dealing with you this early in the morning is exhausting.
そういうのもやめて。
I pick up the pace, trying to get past this crowd that's undoubtedly having a negative influence on Sora. Come on, you have to save her. As we pass them, I check the girl out from the corner of my eye. I don't think she's in my grade. A freshman? A senior? She really looks like she's in a bind.
あの人、電車で何回か見たことあるな。一人で本読んでる人だ。
So she's very much a keep herself to herself type of girl. I see. Maybe she's an idol on the side or something.
は、そんなエロゲみたいな設定現実にあると思ってんの？
Hey, no one said porn games. Come on, Sora, don't be mean. Don't tell me you got into those too.
たまたまだよ。面白そうなゲームがたまたま18禁だったんですよ。
Oh my god, Sora. This is what happens when you're not... I guess, you know, I guess it can happen. I guess it can happen. I was gonna say, maybe this isn't something that happens with a girl who's not spoiled, who's raised properly, but you know, I feel like I was raised properly and I'm still into these sorts of R18 games myself, so can't really say anything, can I? Well, time to tell Mum.
やめて。
I suffer Sora's antics all the way to school. Well, I shouldn't complain. Sora did just enroll here, and despite the way she acts around me, she's pretty shy. She's probably dealing with a bit of stress from the unfamiliar environment. That said, the way she tries to follow me all the way to class is just plain silly, so I ditch her and make a break for the second year room. I ignore everybody and head to my seat. The school year just started, so most of the people I know got shuffled around to different classes from mine. Kujo's already here, but we haven't made eye contact yet. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm sure I'll get more familiar with my new classmates soon enough.
Ohayo! Ohayo! Ohayo!
Wow, he's popular, isn't he? As I'm trying not to make a scene, a youthful guy comes in with exactly the opposite plan in mind, greeting everyone around him. He reminds me of Nijimi from Komi-san. Seems to be childhood friends with everyone. That would be Yoichi Fukuzawa, the only friend of mine from last year who ended up in the same class as me. His androgynous looks and charming personality have won over a handful of girls, who I've heard call him a prince.
Ohayo, Kakeru.
His voice is kind of weird as well, it certainly is a bit androgynous. He heads my way and perches on the edge of the seat of a nearby vacant desk. My unenthusiastic response of "Uisu" is, well, the norm.
昨日どうだった？
With the festival, you mean?
そうそう、行ったんでしょ？
Technically, but I was just helping out.
大盛況？
Not particularly. Remember that earthquake?
ああ、あったね、大きいの。
After that, they shut a bunch of stuff down, so there wasn't anything to do. All in all, it kinda sucked, even worse than last year.
あらら、グッズとかたくさん作ってたのに。
But it doesn't seem like it was very popular anyway. I'm not sure if they realized just how long it's been since that anime aired. Though the character Kujo dressed up as was kind of a big deal.
九条のキャラ？何？
Kujo was in cosplay.
え？あの九条さんが？
Well, duh. Inevitably, we both turned to look at Kujo. Wow, that is a very interesting hairpin. I can see why he thought that hairpin looked like something she'd wear. She's sitting at her desk, her spine straight as a ruler, looking distressed as she stares at something in her hand. Looks like the hair clip from yesterday. It seems she hasn't found the owner yet.
どのキャラのコスプレしてたの？
I don't know her name, but the heroine or whatever, I guess. There were other cosplayers there too, but I feel like she was the one showing the most skin.
イーリスだ！
Ah, so he knows just from the hearing that she showed skin. あれ?
露出度高いなら魔眼のイーリスでしょ。
A villain? Like I said, I didn't catch the name.
うわー、僕も行けばよかったな。九条さんのコスプレ見たかった。写真も撮りたかったな。
Probably best that he didn't, because she was already struggling with the amount of people photographing her. Chotto, you're into that stuff? Since when?
コスプレ自体には興味ないけど、エロい格好には興味あるよ。
Well, duh. Of course. I can see that. Ugh.
九条さんスタイルいいし、絶対使える写真になったのに。くそー。
Usable in what way are you talking, Mr. Androgynous? I find myself glaring through hooded eyes at my friend as he seriously bemoans not taking compromising photos of our classmate. He may look like a pure and charming prince on the outside, but on the inside, he's a skeevy horn dog. With my baby face, I can probably pull off sneaking into the ladies' bath, don't you think? Yes, he seriously said that to me once. He's actually that bad. The gulf between his appearance and reality is bound to make any poor starry-eyed girl's head spin. Then again, if he was as innocent as he looks, I probably wouldn't be friends with him in the first place.
写真撮ってないの？
Yeah, yada. But people were all over her with the cameras. Try searching the net.
そっか。探そう。すぐ探そう。九条さんのエロ画像を検索しよう。
Poor girl. At least she's good at, like, she can take it, that sort of treatment in her stride, which is admirable in a sense. Hi. You need to at least be a little quieter when you say stuff like that. She'll end up hearing you.
それはそれで。
Not on my watch. Anyway, there's the bell, so scram.
はいはーい。
Yoichi returns to his desk, blatantly getting out his smartphone to start on his new quest.
はーい、席ついて。朝のホームルーム始めますよ。
Miss Naruse enters the classroom right as the bell goes silent, prompting my classmate to rush to their seats.
はーい、みんないるね。特に連絡事項はないんだけど。
I half listen to her, and my eyes start to wander. Kujo is still staring at that hair clip. It's a little weird how preoccupied she is with some lost hair clip. Thank goodness, she doesn't seem to have overheard our raunchy conversation. I breathe a little easier. I'm not sure if it's because I just moved up a grade, but class is a drag. I inevitably find myself mechanically writing notes, my mind drifting as I try to stifle the occasional yawn. 50 minutes taking notes, rinse and repeat. perform this cycle umpteen times, each one feeling longer than the last, as the boredom grows, and I finally reach the promised land, after school.
掃除当番とかさ、業者にやってもらえばいいのにね。
It's supposed to teach you to be responsible, doesn't it? I hear you, man. Yoichi's complaints go in one ear and out the other as I sweep the hallway. Fortunately, cleaning the hallway is easy work. I want to get this done and go home.
そういえばさ、あったよ、あれ。
Of course you did. Found what?
コスプレ。
Oh yeah?
マイナーアニメだから思ったより時間かかったよ。さっきやっと見つけた。見る？
I mean, he got to see her in the flesh. Does he really need to see the pictures? Yeah, I thought so. I saw them in real life, so I'm good.
そっか、いいな、生。てか、九条さんすごいよね。加工せずにこの可愛さ、そしてエロさ。
She is certainly blessed. Touch-ups?
普通さ、いじるんだよね。目を大きくしたり、肌をきれいにしたり。
Yes, if you thought all cosplayers looked great, sometimes it's because they've touched up their pictures so they look more accurate and cuter. It'd be interesting to see some who don't do that. Huh, I had no idea. And you can tell if something's been touched up?
わかるよ。不自然に肌がきれいで人形みたいになってるんだもん。でもさ、九条さんはさ。
So if you ever see someone cosplaying pictures and their skin looks unusually smooth, it's probably because they've been touched up. He moves a little towards the classroom door. And then he sticks out his phone so the camera lens is pointed into the classroom. Quit trying to sneak a photo.
違うよ。見比べてるの。ほら、見てよ。
I peer at his phone. There on the screen is the picture of Kujo blushing her head off. And meanwhile, in the classroom, there's the real Kujo. She's talking with Miss Naruse, a serious look on her face.
ね、写真と一緒でしょ？
No clue. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
なんでさ、スラッとした足、キュッとしたウエスト、ごまかしなしの写真だよこれは。つまり、この写真のボディーラインも真実ってことだよ。それがどういうことか、わかるかい、かける。
Yeah, I know what he means. Yada.
ボディーラインさえ完璧に把握できれば、九条さんの裸まで想像できるってことさ。
Hey, don't objectify her like that. Come on. Right, sure, whatever. Mind keeping it down a little?
九条さんのラブボディをイマジネーション。
Why are you saying that so loud? Jeez. Are you doing this shit on purpose? Quit freaking yelling. Flustered, I glanced at the classroom. Yep, they're looking. Crap, Miss Naruse is looking our way, and Kujo is hanging her head. Figures. They overheard, right? Of course they did.
ニーミくん、ちょっと。
It wasn't me, though! Ooh. My eyes pop. Why me? Are you serious? Why just me?
いってらっしゃい。
You're coming with me.
やだよ、呼ばれてないし。絶対怒られるし。
Shikshaw! This is how it always goes. Whenever Ryuichi's in the picture, I'm the one who ends up holding the bag. I prop the broom against the wall and trudge into the classroom. What is it?
ニーミくん、何か変わったことあった？
Pardon?
いえ、
I was absolutely certain she was going to yell at me for our dumbass conversation. Instead, I just get some random question, and for no apparent reason, Kujo is freaking out. What the heck is going on?
ニーミくんにも見せたんだよね。そうですけど。
What thing?
九条さんがお祓いしてほしいって。
To what? Excuse me? Wait. Nani? Kujo blushes and looks away. Oh, I see. It must be something private she doesn't want to talk about. Why are you telling me this?
だって呪われたなら新見くんもだろうなって。
Wait, what? What? Huh? What? What's going on? What are they talking about? Are Kujo? Why do you think we've been blah, 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 blah. Kujo, why do you think we are both cursed?
いえ違うの。ちょっと昨日から不思議なことがあって。
Can't say it's been happening to me. Such as? She sticks out her hand and shows me what she's been hiding in it. The lost hair clip? What about it?
気づいたら近くにあるの。
Are
そうよね。そんな顔になると思う。
Chotto matte. I'm not following here.
引き出しとかに入れても気づいたらポケットに入っていたり手の届くところにあったりするんだって。
Oh, that is very weird. Are you mean it's moving on its own?
だよね。
How very peculiar then, if that's the case. Kujo nods. No way. Wow, that's freaky.
ねえ怖いよね。心霊現象だよ。自分でもバカバカしいと思うんですけど、でも怖くなってしまって。
I can imagine, that must be really disturbing. Which is where the whole exorcism thing comes in?
ええ、昨日神器が壊れてしまったと聞いて、そのせいなのかなって。
But why would we be cursed? We didn't break it. Aha! Now I get why you called me in.
神器のせいなら壊しちゃった新見くんが真っ先にひどい目に遭いそうでしょ。
What? I didn't break anything! Good point. Wait, chigao! I didn't break it!
そうだ、昨日のバイト代ですけど。
はい？
お父さんとおじいちゃんがすごくショックを受けているので出ません。
I didn't do anything! This is bullshit! Give me a break.
先生。ああ、お祓い？そうだな。もうちょっと様子を見てみてもいいんじゃないかな。
Alright, she works at a shrine. Yeah, of course. That's why she's talking about exorcism.
様子ですか？そうそう。だってお祓いしたところで何も変わらないだろうし。そうなんですか？
So, is she saying she's bad at being a shrine maiden or something?
だってインチキだよ、お祓いなんて。
Wow. Should someone who lives at a shrine be saying that? Is it really okay for you, of all people, to say that?
心霊現象も大体思い込みでしょ。お祓いなんてもう大丈夫って気分になってもらうためのものでしかないんだから。
Wow, if someone who works at a shrine is saying this, then, you know, how can you deny them?
あれだよ、あれ。スパシーバ効果？プラシーボ効果。
Placebo, yeah.
あ、そう、それ。
Some teacher you are.
わざとわざと。それにね、万が一本物だったとしても悪いものかどうかまだわからないでしょ。
I mean, if it's only just appearing near her, then surely it's not a bad thing, you'd think.
どうでしょう。何かあった？悪いこと。夜眠れないとか。そういうのは。
Okay.
ないなら別にいいんじゃね？ほっといても。
It's just a little unnerving, I think, is the only reason here. That's such irresponsible advice.
病は気から、心霊現象も気から。気にしないのが一番。それに白田つくも神社の巫女といたしましては、それはきっと神聖なものだよとしか言えないしね。
Probably, come on. Wait, you mean something similar to the sacred relic?
そうそう。壊れちゃった神器も一応は白田の神様から賜った宝玉に 魂が宿ったつくも神様ってことになってるからね。
Are you saying it was in that thing that it broke? It's that important and you have no problem suggesting replacing it with a paper mache replica? Are you for real?
だって私そういうのを一切信じてないし。
What is with this teacher, man? He's so irresponsible. This woman is hopeless.
とにかくその髪飾りもつくも神様なんじゃないかな。土地柄的に悪いものではないと思うな。
Well, I certainly hope that is the case then.
そうですね。わかりました。ありがとうございます先生。様子を見てみます。はい、じゃあニミくん。
Sure, whatever. Not that I did much anyway. Oh, can I get back to cleaning?
九条さんを送ってあげなさい。
Pardon?
不安がってる女の子を一人で帰らせるなんてひどい。
Okay, there's no need to guilt trip. I think he knows. At it? I mean, she's fine.
大丈夫です。自転車ですし。自転車とか関係ないから。こういう時に青春したらいいじゃん。恋心とか育んだらいいじゃん。
Who says we're going out or anything at this moment? What are you talking about, sensei? Budding romance? Nani?
そんで職員室の話のネタにさせて、あいつら付き合ってるみたいっすよ。けしからんすな。
This woman, honestly. She's hopeless. You've got a screw loose somewhere. We're not your playthings, I'll have you know.
とにかく送ってあげなさい。九条さんが自転車の準備して校門で待機。
Okay, whatever.
はい。新見くんは掃除終わったら校門に直行。
Wakata.
それでデートっぽく二人乗りして転んで入院してしまえ。
What is she talking about? She's insane. She's absolutely nuts. Chotto, Nani? What are you trying to do to us, Miss Naruse?
若いってだけでね楽しい。
Seriously?
はい、じゃあね。先生も忙しいのでまた明日。
She wraps a stack of printouts on the table to align them, picks up her attendance book and exits the classroom. Admittedly, this is par for the course, but I still marvel at how incomprehensible she can be. Kujo is completely at a loss, unsure of what to do after Miss Naruse's injunction that we go home together. Gomen, she's always like that.
新見くんって先生と仲いいのね。
Yep, we are. We go way back.
あ、だから昨日のイベント。
I was helping out her family.
そっか。
Do you need me to walk you home?
バイトに行くだけだし。
Makes sense. Suka. Well, if anything pops up, let me know. Not sure if I'll be able to help, but still.
ありがとう。その時はお願いします。
She gives me a deep, formal bow. Boy, you can really feel the class divide between us when she does that.
じゃあお掃除頑張ってね。
Arigato.
お店にもまた来てね。
Tomorrow or the day after, for sure.
さようなら。
She's adorable though, isn't she? She waves her hand and I almost wave back out of reflex, but I stick it into my pocket and watch Kujo trot off. Why does my heart skip a beat over the dumbest things? Being a virgin sucks. I sigh and return to cleaning duty.
なんか普通に帰ってきましたね。
Yeah, didn't get chewed out after all. More or less, I was in luck. She called me over for something else.
なんだったの？
She found a lost item at the festival and asked if I knew the owner. He doesn't believe me. What's that look for?
九条さんと親しげだったなって。
Not true.
なんか隠してない。
Hiding what?
くっそー、僕を出し抜くなんて絶対昨日九条さんとなんかあったよ。
Well, that's what you get for not going to the festival then, isn't it, Yoichi? I'm telling you, nothing happened. Come on, less talking, more cleaning.
僕もフェス行けばよかったな。チェー。
I take the broom and resume sweeping. He's oddly perceptive for what that's worth. For what it's worth. I probably should be honest with him, but it isn't my secret to tell. I'm still not sold on the whole paranormal phenomenon thing. It seems awfully fishy to me, but I suppose the world is home to some mysterious things. And that shall do for today,
セー
guys.
ブ画面です。セーブしますね。セーブしました。
So with that said, guys, I'll see you guys on Monday. So,
環境設定です。
thank you very much
終
for
了する
watching,
のね。
and I'll see you on Monday. We'll definitely do a Teleorizer then, don't worry. So, see you then, take care, and have a good night.